This is Contemplative at Home, and you are most warmly welcome here. Hello, dear one. I want to invite you to take a moment to check in with yourself. So we're going to start by checking in with our bodies. Stretch or do a little body scan and notice what is going on in your body just now. If there are any particularly strong sensations or discomfort anywhere, just notice if you're clenching anything and invite a little softness and release. Feel yourself sinking down into the supports beneath you here. And I invite you to take a moment to notice your interior world, the temperature of your thoughts and your emotions and your interior energy just now. And similarly, I invite you just to begin to allow things to settle a little bit, to sink down into the supports beneath you. So just remind yourself that you are welcome just as you are. You are free to release any judgment that might be hanging around about where you find yourself or how you find yourself just now. You are invited to come to the Lord of Love very honestly and humbly with all that you are, with as little or as much as you can bring just now. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. To let the focus of your mind's eye settle on that gentle inhalation and exhalation. Maybe you can even allow the corners of your lips to rise up a little bit, finding a bit of a smile. And then with that gentle rhythm of the breath, I'm going to invite you to somehow, on the waves of the breath, become aware of the presence of the Holy One holding you here in this moment. So in whatever way you connect, I invite you to see yourself in the presence of divine love. So I invite you to ask the Lord for whatever it is that you're hoping for from this time. If you're not sure what that is, perhaps you want to ask for the grace to see God more clearly, to love God more dearly, and to walk more nearly in step with God's great love. So I invite you to rest in this place, knowing yourself held by the holy, as we listen to this little story from John chapter 12. You'll remember that it's time for the Passover. So Jews from far and wide have traveled to observe the Passover together at Jerusalem. Here, things are intensifying for Jesus. A warrant for his arrest has been circulated, and he seems to know that his time is coming. So, as we listen to the text, I invite you to see as much of it in your mind's eye as you can. And I invite you to be attentive and alert for one word or one phrase which somehow shimmers or attracts you. Just stay open and curious to what might be drawing you in. Now, among those who went up to worship at the festival were some Greeks. And these Greeks came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee. And I'll just add here that the name Philip is actually a Greek name. And the town of Bethsaida had a considerable Greek influence in the town. So it's entirely possible that Philip spoke Greek, and these Greek travelers came and spoke to him in their native language. They came to Philip and said, "Sir, we wish to see Jesus." Philip went and told Andrew, and then Andrew and Philip went together and told Jesus. Jesus answered them, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. But very truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Those who love their life lose it. And those who hate their life in this world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me. And where I am, there my servant will be also. So I invite you to come back to your breath. Just gently sit with your breath in your body here. And I invite you to note to yourself, what did you hear in that text? What made itself known to you? Which word or phrase stepped forward and grabbed your attention? Let's listen again. And again, I invite you just to be open and curious about a word that might come forward for you. Now, among those who went up to worship at the festival were some Greeks. They came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, and they said to him, "Sir, we want to see Jesus." So Philip went and told Andrew, and together Andrew and Philip went and told Jesus. Jesus answered them, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Very truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit." Those who love their life lose it. And those who hate their life in this world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me. And where I am, there will my servant be also. So again, I invite you to come back to your breath, to sit with its gentle rhythm in your body. And again, I invite you to name the word or phrase that has stepped forward and held your attention here in some way. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes of silence here, and in this silence, I want to invite you either to sit holding your word in wordless contemplation, or to begin to dialogue with the Lord about what its personal significance might be for you. You'll hear my voice again in 3 minutes. So now may the Lord take the seed of your desire to see Him face to face and grow that seed into courage to follow where He leads. May He give you the wisdom and the grace to know what it means to let go and step into the life that is eternal. It's with my deepest, humble thanks that I share this space with you. Truly, thank you for trusting me to be in your sacred space with you today. It's such an honor. If you're around here quite a bit and would like to know a little bit more about getting involved, I would invite you to come over to contemplativeathome.com, where you can find out more about my mini retreats, the huge back catalog of meditations, and also how to support me financially in order to help me support my family. It means the world. Thank you. Every blessing.